Air. It's way too early for the fake. This that real game for real bros. No decaf, no cap. Welcome to Shogun Bros, no decaf. Live every weekday, 6:30 in the morning, Central Time. Did you hear what I said? Central Time. We talk dogs, bloodline building to yard work, from stud talk to the truth behind the pups. This ain't no highlight reel. It's how you really build legacy. Shogun Bros, no decaf. Pull up, pull up, handle yours. This ain't just content. It's culture. Welcome to the cookout with Toyo, where family vibes meet front porch truth. No scripts, no filters, just heart, heat, and hot plates. Ooh. Step up with elevated perspective, with elevated game for grown men and women building mind, spirit, and vision. And men at work with pimps over simps. Church, real convos, no cap, all purpose for the men behind the mission. 3 shows, 1 network, all gas, no decaf. Put no cream in my man. Look, Shogun Unlimited, man. Press play and get, man. Come on, press play, press play.
Yo. Top of the morning, everybody. Top of the morning to you. It's your boy Dre. Big A gonna be coming through in just a second, man. But we got another live for y'all this morning, man. Topic of the day was brought to us by none other than Faith of Voodoo Hog Doggers. And the topic of the day is breeding out dog aggression.
Yes, sir.
Dog aggression.
Yeah, man. And what do we back in here like we left our wallet and keys, man? And it is Wednesday, June 11, 2025, man. Yeah, man. Let's jump right to it, man. Let's get to that dog of the week real quick, man. It's that Elevated Kennels jars. Yeah, let's get that up there, man. Hey, there you go. Yeah, man, that's that jars, man. Who in the building, man, huh? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, go to your mic, because and maybe it's just me, but you sound like extremely loud. Like, and I just turned my volume down on my computer, and you still like sound like loud.
All right.
So if you go to the mic settings or whatever, it has a button called automatically adjust. So it automatically adjust your volume to make sure you're not clipping.
All right. Yeah. I got you. How's my mic now?
All right, I can hear you. You good? Yeah. Hold on, because now it's shaky. Like it's like, but maybe it's just me. Maybe it's not connection. Yeah, you going in now bad, bro. You going in now bad. Whatever I did, I messed you up, man. I'm a bad, bro.
It's all good.
All right.
Yeah, what about now?
You good? You good now? You good?
Okay. Yeah, man. Let's jump to that Bushido quote of the day while we got that up here, man. You know what I'm saying? Control over self is the mark of mastery. Control over blood is the mark of legacy. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Who we got in the building this morning, man?
We got Miss McFarland in the building. Salute tip.
Hey, what's going down? Yeah, man.
Oh, hard finish. We got Rabbit Man in the building.
Hey.
We got the brother Tony in the building. Salute, big dog. We got Dickie Mother Loving Foster with a 1-piece. Tip. Hey.
We in here, man.
Dirty Dog Kennels in the building. What's good, big dog? Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
We get it, man. Oh, Big C in there. You know what I'm saying? The usual suspect, Big C in there. Yeah, man. Well, I told Big A it's 5 minute mark, man. I got a complaint. You know what I'm saying? I have a complaint, and I'm about to complain it real quick and get off my chest, and I'm done, man. For all of y'all that know about these other dog shows that we can get involved in digitally and ain't sharing it, shame on you. Shame, shame, shame. Shame. There are at least I've been made aware of at least 3 other digital dog shows or like digital type dog shows on Facebook and YouTube. And my thing is this, man. I'm not gonna say it. And this ain't about no who did it or who's who's digital dog show. Like my thing is I want to compete, man. If you got a digital dog show and Samurai Kennels ain't competing, I think you don't want us to compete because you scared. That's how I feel about that. Because the one on Facebook, I went and joined the Facebook group and I asked the questions. I ain't getting no response. And it's a pit bull dog show online. They give out ribbons and everything. I want to compete, and they ain't sent me no information on how to compete. They scared.
Man.
RBG, what's good, big dog?
Hey, what's happening, RBG? Shout out to City Boys, man, with that chainsaw dog of the month too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm back. And they like I say, I'm gonna continue to say this, man. Still taking the fame off of somebody else's name or creation or whatever you want to call it, man. I mean, it's no problem with doing your own thing, but at least put an address on where you got it from, and we do this over here for everybody else. Me personally, like this is just the way I feel. I feel like if I were to enter Michonne into the dog of the week or the digital dog show, me personally, I don't think it'd be fair for me. You know what I'm saying? Got home field advantage, all this extra stuff, and it's not even about that. I'm more about celebrating the dogs. But if somebody has a competition somewhere else, hey man, I wouldn't mind being up in it. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, hey, we want to compete too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's my thing, man. I'm like, okay, because I don't care where they got the idea from, and I don't even care about no anybody. I created competitions that I would want to compete. Every competition I have is something I would want to compete in. And then so I seen another one that's the online, the obedience challenge on Instagram, right? And I'm like, man, I don't care about that idea, man. I want to compete. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. And shout out to Stay Fit Bullies, because like they own their obedience challenge is dope. They got a real community. Like let me not diminish their thing, man. Shout out to Stay Fit Bullies. If you're not following them on Instagram, go follow them. They not doing an online obedience challenge. They're doing an obedience challenge, and they getting together with 8 or 9 different trainers. They got their own decoy from the hood. They all in the same hood. They sound like they from maybe New York, New Jersey. I can't delineate between their accent. I can't tell if it's New York or New Jersey. But like these brothers get together in person and do an obedience challenge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, I gotta give a shout out to them boys, man. Like Big A, that's my dream is to have and I can't do it with the pit bulls. I'm gonna have to do it with the old yellow dogs. There's a difference. Mm-hmm. There's a difference. The pit bull community, like some of y'all, like y'all believe what you believe, and that's cool. And I'm gonna tell you why I can't do it with the pit bull community. The old yellow community, the Shogun Army, and the Neo Dogmen will get this. The old schoolers, they might not get it. They might get it. I'm not going to speak on them. I'm going to speak on my army, what I'm doing, my community. I told Big A this. What's good, Pit Wise? I told Big A this a while ago. I was like, Big A, my dream is like when I used to be a part of the Shutzen Club with the Malinois. My dream was to have my own club and get together, and we train on Saturdays. We do scent work, fight work, and obedience. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. With our American Pit Bull Terriers. I realize now that the American Pit Bull Terrier at large, that's never going to happen in the American Pit Bull Terrier community at large. Not at the speed I want that. Not in my lifetime, right? It's getting there. Like I see them doing obedience stuff at the ADBA shows now, but they're moving at the speed. It's not the speed of Drake. You know what I'm saying? It is not the speed of Drake. So My goal is shout out to Melee, shout out to Big A, shout out to anybody who got an old yeller dog. My goal is, you know what I'm saying, that my community, the old yeller dog, old yeller bred dogs, Shogun certified dogs, and we get together, we train on Saturdays, and we have these in-person competitions with our people.
Mhm.
And that's why you got to be down with the Shogun Army. If you really gonna ride with us in the future, you got to be down. Because all this stuff about
Yeah.
fighting the dog shows and stuff, we're not having that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Now what I would say is at a Shogun Army dog show, we're not gonna need security because at the end of the day, we all there for the dogs. And if you come there for anything other than dogs, I would expect the entire community to bink you out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We as a community will do our own security and bink you out of there. That's my goal with the Shogun Army Neo Dogmen. And that's why old school dogmen, I respect them, but they will, you can get with it, but you gotta really be with it. And it's gotta be all of us on one accord. Like, I don't care how you feel about me, how you feel about the competition, is what did your dog do, what your dog didn't do. You know what I'm saying? So just want to put that out there, man. Big A, I had to get it off my chest. I feel better now.
Yeah.
Episode 23, breeding out dog aggression. On you, Big A.
Okay. Let's go. So, many breeds, especially working dogs and terrier types, were bred for traits like dominance, territorial, and high prey drive or fight drive. This is often included dog-directed aggression as functional trait. And Tosa Inu developed for Japanese dog fighting. Cane Corso, Presa Canario, bred for guarded and territorial defense. Belgian Malinois, Dutch Shepherds, bred for high intensity in personal protection work. As laws changed and social expectations evolved, breeders began selecting dogs that could function in modern society, public parks, urban homes, training clubs, and family environments. This meant dialing back certain aggressive traits, especially those without an off switch. So pros. Let's talk about the pros of breeding out dog aggression. Safety in society. And why would you want to breed out dog aggression, per se? Safety in society. Reduced incidents in public spaces and homes. Better suited for multi-dog households or city living. Trainability. Dogs bred with less reactivity often have better focus and adaptability in obedience and service work. Public perception improves the image of misunderstood breeds. Really don't. But anyway, broader utility. Dogs can be used in therapy, search and rescue, or family protection without liability issues. Easier to handle. Owners with less experience are more likely to succeed with manageable dogs. Now let's talk about the cons. Cons of breeding out aggression. Loss of original purpose. Some breeds lose their core working temperament, include drive and grit, becoming watered down. Unintended side effects. Over-selecting for softness can result in nervousness, anxiety, or lack of confidence. Mismatched expectations. Buyers may expect something like American Pit Bull Terrier to be non-aggressive, but get frustrated when natural behaviors actually start showing up later. Preserving the heritage becomes harder. Dogs no longer represent breeds' traditional identity, which matters to historians, fanciers, and purists. A false sense of security. Just because a dog is less aggressive doesn't mean it's safe in all settings. Behavior is a complex situation. Let's talk about breed examples. It's up for debate, or whatever. But the Doberman Pinscher was bred for personal protection. Actually, it was bred for the bill collector, Mr. Bill Collector, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that bone. But you know what I'm saying? And it turned into a military guard dog with strong territorial instincts. Now it's bred down in many show lines for friendliness and family appeal. You know, show lines lost some intensity, leading to temperament inconsistency. German Shepherd, it was strong, working, aggressive, and protective instincts. That's not what it was bred as a cattle dog, or a shepherd dog, you know, but that's what they brought out of it. Now split between soft show lines like the King Shepherd, you know, you got that going on. Cane Corso, you know, rural guardian breed with intense suspension of strangers and animal aggression. Now, family-friendly versions emerging, some with low aggression but poor working ability. You know, poor breeding often leads in unstable dogs, not just gentle ones. We got the Bull Terrier, we got the Standard and Mini, but check this out. Anything that has mini in front of it has, you know, it is not what it was meant to be to begin with. That means, you know, like in the early 1900s, going into like the 1920s, 1930s, they started breeding down, you know, started changing things. Standards started going into mini. But anyway, so you got the Bull Terrier, dog aggressive, high prey drive. You know, now many are clownish, social pets, especially miniatures. So, you know, yeah. What's up, Dre?
Oh man, like now you cooking, bro. So I'm gonna give you gave the book definition of it. I'm gonna give the real world application of it.
Yeah,
okay.
I was just
Now with hold on, Dickie Fox with another One Piece, man. Tip.
Hey.
Hey, let's go, man. Dickie always come through that showing that love, man. We appreciate you, man. Dickie done gifted enough memberships to have us at 4,000 memberships, bro.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Dickie done gifted 4,000 memberships, bro. For real. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, stop by. You're the only one I know that's doing shows right now, man. If we don't have a Dickie Foster award at the next show, man, we got a problem. I'm being real. That's being real. If we don't have a Dickie Foster show, they got the Howard Hansel. You know what I'm saying? They got the little classic down in Louisiana, and they got to have a Dickie Foster. Matter of fact, the Samurai Kennels first show, when we do it in person, that's the Dickie Foster show. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling it. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care who like it.
Yeah.
I like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Dickie Foster, man. And that'd be what it is. You know what I'm saying? The one we throw, with the one we throw in San Antonio, that it is the Dickie Foster Classic. That's what it is.
Yeah, man.
Dickie Foster ain't not one online community I ain't seen Dickie in. Matter of fact, Dickie, I'm gonna tell you where I see you at. Okay. And I'm getting this got to do with animal aggression, Big A. I promise you, it all go back to it. So I was looking at the brother, right, and he got his dogs on the chains. He's doing a yard tour on Facebook, and since it's public, I'm gonna share it. You know, so the brother Lucky Lopez is doing a yard tour, right? And when I went in the comments, because I was like, man, they about to tear him up in them comments. Them tree huggers about to eat him up. First comment, Dickie Foster with the muscles, salute. I was like, bro, that boy Dickie Foster, hey, that boy Dickie Foster be everywhere, man. Everywhere. Yo, can't make it up, man. Can't get this stuff up, man. And so Dickie was the first one in there, man. Nothing but love, right? So then, of course, you got the tree huggers, and mind you, Lucky, you know, champion. He was saying that stuff, man, you know, but you don't know what his champion is. The dogs ain't got a scar on them, you know what I'm saying? And they like, where are the trees at? What are they gonna do when they need shade? You know what I'm saying? Where is this? Where is that? You know, the mind lawfully in states where you can have chain setups, as long as they have a house and access to water. Some states make you have access to food as well, but most of it is just access to a shelter and water. It's all you need for a chain setup, legally, lawfully. Okay. So this guy is completely within his rights. Let me start with that. Now, mind you, I don't like that Lucky antagonized the general public because they don't just hate him, they hate everybody. They're gonna hate us anyways, but the last thing I want to do is provoke them to hate somebody who don't want to be hated on. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anyway, the dogs are they're not even acting aggressive toward one another. They just on chain setups, clean, no poop in the yard, whatever, right? But they're acting like American Pit Bull Terriers, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, let me go back to what I was talking about when you was talking about the minis and all these things they augment the dog. Let me tell you what this does. Okay. Let me tell you what this does from the eyes of a I haven't seen the all white pup Dickie Foster, but I'll check it out. MKM, what's good, big dog? Dogman TV, what's good? All right, big, I'm gonna get to it real quick. Sorry, I'm all over the place. ADHD.
Yeah.
Big C, that's true. That's true too. But let me tell you about this. Animal aggression, breeding out dog aggression. This is why I'm not an advocate for breeding out anything. I'm an advocate for redirecting it. All right. I like a fit dog. Like there's a standard that I like, right? Like you look at my dogs on the screen right now. Neither one of them are obese. My dogs are pets. Like that right there that's Saki walking with a regular, like he's not in keep right now. I was to get him used to weight 4 harness, right? And so he's got a tub. My boy got a tub right there on the screen. You can see it, you know. That's our regular like thickness, you know what I'm saying? That's our regular health is a slight tub, you know what I mean? The ribs ain't pronounced, you know what I'm saying? Michonne, you know what I'm saying? That's not show keep, that's just in shape. Old yellow dogs, you know what I'm saying? And so I can't do that without a certain level of aggression, whether it be toward other dogs, whether it be towards prey animals. I can't work a dog. I ain't gonna say cane is not in the man's vocabulary. I'm not willing to work a dog that doesn't naturally want to chase something, doesn't want to grab something, bite something, right? And that's pit bull, Belgian Malinois. The Bushy-Dre training method says that they got to be willing to do some kind of work with their mouth. Period.
Yeah.
Mouth is the forefront of my program. Biting, eating, treats, toys. That is the forefront of my training program, right? So when you start breeding dogs that literally don't want to use their mouth on stuff, it completely negates the training process. And most training processes are based around food. That's Pavlovian theory. Even purely positive dog trainers use food as motivation. So this is not a dog training, it's a breeder problem when it comes to breeding out aggression, right? And I want to say this. Using a metaphor, I'm gonna explain to you why I don't believe in breeding out aggression and why you should do it. One of the popular topics on YouTube, and I know all y'all have seen it because it's viral, it's polarizing, is dating. And everybody knows what they say. Like if you ain't watched Mr. CEO, My Cousin, whatever, I'm gonna break it down for you. A lot of women say they want a guy 6 foot tall, 6-pack, 6-figure job, good job, emotionally available, able to communicate, not too friendly, not too not friendly. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the ones in the chat. Appreciate that, Skip Bill. Everybody whoever received anything from Samurai, drop a 1 in the chat. We appreciate that. Let them know we do for the community, man. Skip, I appreciate that for real. But yeah, man, Young Camps was good. So relationship. The women got a criteria that I want a man that's 6 foot, 6 figure, 6-pack, V8 engine, you know what I'm saying, doing all this stuff, right? And this is what I would have to say about that. For a person to do that, what do they have to have? They have to have discipline, right? They got to be able to stay in the gym. They got to have discipline enough to go work a job or do whatever kind of hustle they got to do to make that 6 figure. They got to be able to be willing. They got to be born 6 foot tall, you know what I'm saying, or be born with the genes to be 6 foot tall. So this person has to do all of these things, right? And this person, a person with this kind of value knows their value. They're not going to be easy to deal with. And that's the same way I look at a dog with working drive, with aggression. Like all the things we want in a dog: easy to train, athletic, beautiful, meets the breed standard, can defend itself, ain't gonna get whooped on by a cat. You know what I'm saying? All of these traits, you can't breed out the aggression and not lose those traits as well. What you're gonna get is you're gonna get a V6 Mustang at the end of the day when you breed out a dog aggression. No get up and go, even when you need it. You know what I'm saying? The worst one when I seen a chick walking with a cane corso, right? She walked with a cane corso, and this dude, he runs up on her, like messing with her, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Stomps at the dog haul off, the dog leave the girl, you know what I'm saying? The dog pulling the girl down the street trying to get away, right? Now I'm certain her being a single female, you know what I'm saying? I'm certain she got that dog to be her man or her defense, because she doesn't have a masculine figure around to protect her. She's walking in, jogger, she ain't got no gun on her. So this man runs out on her, right? And literally the dog was gonna leave her. If she didn't hold on to the leash, the dog was gonna leave her. Nobody wants that. Nobody buys an aggressive breed to have that happen to them. I don't care what you say. Yeah. I've sold dogs to military members, captains, things of that nature. And when they get it, you know what I'm saying? They're like, man, I don't really like that the dog don't like other dogs, but when I go places, man, don't nobody bother me. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody bother me, man. They not messing with me and my dog. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, man, like when you breed out aggression, man, you're not just breeding out the breed standard, you're breeding out the dog and the dog. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna tell you to get another breed. What I'm gonna tell you is this, man. Do what you want to with your dogs. However, you take out the dog aggression, the animal aggression, the people aggression, whatever it is you're taking out, you're gonna lose other things as well. Because they compound each other. They definitely compound each other. Back over to you, Big A.
Yes, sir, man. I got sidetracked, man. I was I got a ding because somebody put in a shot for dog of the week. And I was looking at the dog. I was like, dang, that's a good looking dog, man. That's a good looking dog, man.
Yeah. A matter of fact, youngin. Hey,
I'm not saying no names, but nah, man. That's you know who it is. You know who it is.
Hey, you got holler at me.
Yeah.
Hey, that boy like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't normally do stuff like this, man. But I'm telling you right now, if I was the vote of the dog of the week, hey man, y'all, that boy put pressure on y'all boys right now.
Pressure. I stopped in my track. I was just looking at you like back to you. I'm like, man, hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Hey, because I done
bro.
told y'all, man, black dogs, dark skinned dogs, and red noses, man. I got a preference. Hey, man.
That's a good looking dog, man. Caught me off guard. I said, ooh, man.
And that's exactly why I don't feel like it's right for me to judge, man, because I know I can. And everybody got them. Everybody got bias, man. That's why I like. That's why I don't like to judge, man. But hey, look. Also, man, just so y'all know, man, Friday we got some straightening to do, man. So Friday, we come to the live, man. Come with all the feedback, man. We're gonna have a town hall, just get together, cook it up. You know what I'm saying? And then we do another one next Friday in the Hot Watch for the Digital Dog Show. Like we gotta get the community involved again. We've grown to 4,000. We didn't do that. Just put our own ideas, man. It came as a collective, man. Shout out to Wayne Mune in the building, man. Shout out to KT in the building. Salute.
Yeah, nonstop. Man.
Yeah, man, nonstop. And bro, y'all had my brother Toyo on the show last night. You know what I'm saying? Toyo went over there, man. My man said, let me clean this up with J-Bo real quick, man. Let me not mess this up so bad, man. You know, it was good, man. It was good stuff, man. Good stuff. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's one thing. I ain't even up on what's going on, but I do know this one thing about Toyo. Toyo gonna be Toyo. You know what I'm saying? And that's all you can appreciate, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute. But back to this breeding out dog aggression, man. Okay. Yesterday, right? It is why, man. Like while I don't agree with everything the community does, man. Like the lack of visceral aggression is not the lack of aggression.
Mm-hmm.
The lack of visceral aggression is not the lack of aggression. Yeah, let me break it down for y'all, man. So I learned that word Brother Mozone off of The Wire.
Okay.
Tony said you don't have to breed dog aggression completely out, really. Yet that's facts. Usam said balanced aggression is fundamental for well-being. Yeah, and that's how we get that. Okay, a lot of people. All right, I hate that a lot of people term.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
People I've encountered in my little bubble, the majority of them don't understand the difference between visceral aggression, unrelenting aggression, and controlled aggression. They don't understand the difference. And I'll give you an example. Okay, visceral aggression. Everything the dog doesn't understand is growling at, it's snarling at, it's slobbering at. That's visceral. It doesn't even understand why. It could be fear. It could be a breeding imbalance. It could be a chemical imbalance in the dog. It doesn't understand why. That to me is just as unusable as a non-aggressive dog.
Yeah.
It's just as unusable. And I was like, okay, like cool. You're too far on this end of the spectrum. the dog that has been bred out or been bred to not display any characteristics of aggression is also too far on the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Facts. That's facts, Wayne. Yeah. Now, controlled aggression, balanced aggression, like Usam said. Okay. Once again, I like this kind of ties to what Wayne was saying. He says situations will determine your dog's temperament. Absolutely. And I'll give you an example. And you told me a story about Michonne, I guess the German Shepherd or something, jumped at her one time, caught her off guard. Next time she saw a big aggressive dog, what'd she do?
Yeah, it was actually my neighbor's dog who had a German Shepherd also. And as soon as she saw that German Shepherd, I don't know if she thought it was the same one, but she was like, yeah, you know, yeah. Yeah, it was on. So, Go ahead, bro.
No, you go ahead, because I interrupted you.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that was her first time really, being how can I say it, offensive, with the aggression. You know, not a defensive type of deal.
Fair. Yeah. Now, how? I've seen this with my own eyes. I'm gonna ask you, how is she with small dogs that she doesn't view as a threat?
She doesn't mess with them. She doesn't mess with any dog. I mean, she shows interest in the dog, but she doesn't. She's not acting out. She's not doing, you know, unless it's a dog that really shows aggression towards them. You know, then she starts really going in. I've had dogs, little dogs, run up to us off leash, and you know, she ain't doing anything. If I had hyped up, she would have, but you know, yeah.
Fact. And Big C asking some good questions, man. So he says, adding human aggression is the part I have a hard time wrapping my mind around due to the fact these dogs were not bred to be easy to handle. Human aggression was frowned upon. Hey, so let me explain something else to you, man. And this, man, Big C, I'm glad you did it, because I know you were asking this from a good place.
Yeah, when you finish, I gotta add to that. What I was saying before. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah, and I wanted to add. So it was maybe 3 weeks ago. I was on the phone with you for a little while. I went to a park because I'm in a for real rattlesnake breeding ground. So I don't like walking around in my area. So Saturday, Sunday mornings, we at the park going running and whatnot. And I go to this park to go run. And we get out there and I see this dog. Before I get out the car, I see this guy running with a dog off leash. I'm like, okay. But it wasn't clicking with me. That wasn't his dog. It's just some random dog running around. And we get out the car and whatnot. And we on our first little quarter-mile strip. And these dogs come running off the leash out of nowhere, running straight up to me and Michonne. I'm talking about within feet. Sean saw the dogs and went nuts. I'm talking about backed them down, made them go across the yard, across the 100-yard field and so on and so forth, man. But, you know, yeah. And that was a situation where if they did come around, you know, and press up, I would have let it happen on leash.
Yeah.
Properly, legally. But yeah, they didn't want any. They backed down because I sure would have let her, you know, have at it. Yeah.
So, thank you for sharing that, bro. And I'm not bad for cutting you off too, man. I got excited, man.
No. It just popped into my head after the fact. I was a slow thinker this morning. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Big C's comment. He said, adding the human aggression is the part I have a hard time wrapping my mind around. Due to the fact these dogs were bred to be easy to handle, the human aggression and the ABT world is frowned upon. All right, so I have a different perspective on that. I'm not gonna say I agree or disagree. I'm gonna say I have a different perspective on that.
Did you see him say check the second part?
I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna stay the course. I want to build this story out as it goes, right? And so my logic on that was, you know, when I hear people say things like that, I grew up in the church, right? And in the church, I saw a lot of bad Christians, man. I'm gonna tell you why I call them bad Christians. And I'm gonna turn it to the American people tell you. I saw a lot of bad Christians, and I see a lot of church folk in the chat, man. A lot of them bad church folk. And so what they would do is they would quote scriptures, you know what I'm saying? And so one of the scriptures they would quote would be like, "Spread a rod, spoil the child," right? But then, you know what I'm saying? But then I would hit him with a reverse quote. And I'd be like, let he that is without sin cast the first stone. So you've done the same thing I've done. You throwing stones. Now, mind you, we playing games with words. So we playing games with the Bible because, yes, spread a rod, spoil the child. I probably deserved that whooping. And when he said that is without sin cast the first stone, he was taking into account that there's an age of accountability for children. I get it. But I'm hitting you with quotes that fit my situation. And that's how I feel about the animal aggression part with the American Pit Bull Terrier. We talk about the dog were supposed to be easy to handle. They're also supposed to be eager to please, which if they're the most eager to please dog, whatever I train them to do, they're going to be the best at it because they're the most willing to do the task. And that's where I used to argue with our community about it, but I just salute the community, man, because I realize now we just a bunch of bad Christians. We all quote different verses to make our story seem right. And so then Big C says, that's why I'm glad you're discussing the difference between the Old Yeller and the American Pit Bull Terrier. Absolutely. That's why I've been harping on. That's why I've been harping on like my breeding practices, and I'm trying to the same way people try to capture gameness or mouth or durability. Every trait can be captured. So to me, it's like for somebody talking about my breeding program, that to me that tells me that in my mind they don't understand breeding and how it works. Selective breeding doesn't just work one way. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was kind of glad Elevator was doing his talk yesterday because I was like, okay, like that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? If I want to get red dogs, I'm gonna take 2 red dogs, I'm gonna breed them together, right? Then I'm gonna take the red puppies off of that and breed them either back into to their parents or breed them to other families of red dogs. Keep those puppies and continue to only breed the red ones. And I'm gonna separate the other ones that are not red out of the equation. And my guess is after about 4 or 5 generations, I'm only gonna have a couple throwbacks here and there. You know what I'm saying? So when people talk about genetic variations, we talked about it last week. I'm not gonna argue. What I'm gonna tell you is this: I knew I was gonna get a Old Yeller or buckskin dogs because I bred buckskin dogs together. And so if I get a black dog or a red dog, yes, it's in the pedigree, but that's the outlier. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like if you look at color, like you look at traits, that's the outlier. Of course, there's gonna be 1 or 2 that's not the same color as them because they got black in their background, they got red in their background. I ain't seen no brindle. You know what I'm saying? But like they got all these colors in their background. Saki's dad is a black dog. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying they can't throw these things. What I'm saying is like just like the aggression thing. If I breed dogs that have human aggression, I also breed dogs that have an off switch for human aggression. That's my goal. So if you can see if I can see it with colors, I can also see it in the behaviors of my animals, right? So I'm very glad that you brought it up, Big C, because I think now the people that still deal with me out of the community, I think they understand that I'm not coming at the community no more. I'm just talking my talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Hart finished you a fool. He said, "Good job, Big A," because I'm definitely a leash dropper.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's my brother. Man.
We at the park. I know everybody pull their phones out, so at least I want if they pull their phones out and get a record, because I'll be recording my damn self, man. At least I can have a leash in my hand and show up, Then I'm dropping the leash once because she got that. And look, and we both fighting because I'm fighting them dogs too. You know what I'm saying? We going because it's 2-on-1. Nah, we going at it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Big A. I agree with Hart Finish, man. I'm gonna tell you why I agree. Why I agree.
Break it down.
All I'm gonna tell you is this right now. This for anybody. Like I was taught this by a sheriff when I went to get my concealed carry permit. He was like, look, I don't care how good of a shot you are, empty the whole clip.
You unload clip, yeah.
You unload the clip. Now, I was in fear of my life. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna be the weakest wrist, weakest ankle person when my dog get a hold of my dog. I'm falling out. Oh my God, he broke away from me. Oh my God, he got away. Oh, yeah. I turned my ankle. I'm in pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't know how the dog got away. But he was on leash. My dog was attached. I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? I was in fear for my life. I panicked. I dropped the leash. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Big A, man. Like, nah, man, I'm about to let Saki tear that dog cat rank. You know what I mean? Just man,
man. You heard me. I'm on the phone.
Yeah, man. But look, so Ween asked a good question. He said, when is the dog allowed to be what it is? You know what? At that point, brother Wayne, I would say it's only allowed to be that way on the yard of the man that owns it, man. Publicly, you know what I'm saying? Well, unless it's a situation like we talking about, like a drop leash or a held leash situation, we really don't get a chance to let these dogs be dogs, man. You know, so I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I've been outlaw lately, man. I'm gonna just be real with y'all, man. Like Big A got me on this off leash thing. I be out in the middle of the desert, my dog off leash all the time. Just letting him be a dog, you know. Man, that joker got hit with a jumping choya yesterday. He took off after a rabbit. Yesterday, man. And I blame you for all of this, Big A, aggression. But I love the aggression. And Big Ween, I'm glad you asked that question. Yeah. This joker ran into. He's been hit by cactus before. He has not learned to not get hit by cactus, right? Thank God he ain't put an eye out. So he sees the hair. He sees the hair yesterday. Full head of steam into a jumping choya. Like not into the plant itself, but like jumping choyas drop spores. Man, and I had no tools. So I'm sitting there like, how am I gonna get this spore? I wish Big A had posted the video so y'all can see it for yourself.
Yeah, let me get it up there, man. Hold on.
This spore is so big on my dog's leg, and all I got is the leash. Mind you, he's off leash, right? So I'm already wrong. Already in the room, right? But they're like, I want y'all to see how stoic he is. Like the dog shows, I'm pulling this jumping choya is all the way in him, like it's deep in him. And I would say a weak dog, a non-aggressive dog, a soft dog would have been whining. I would not have been able to get the cactus out of the dog. He probably would have been screaming as soon as the cactus hit him. But like these dogs' pain tolerance is dumb high.
Yeah, I would have took my shirt off and yanked it off, man. At worst case scenario.
Yeah, well, I'm like,
right though.
We was too far. We was too far from the car. Yeah, we was too far from the car. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I didn't have my backpack on me. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, shame on me. Woo woo, whatever. I'm a bad dog. So what? I'll be all of that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Hey, Usam said a good answer. He said, "We determine necessity." Okay, necessity. Yeah, man. That's what's up. Big, I'm gonna open up a panel real quick too, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this.
It might be too long of a video because it's like a minute and 48 seconds or something like that.
We'll see.
Yeah, man. Oh man, hold up. I missed a bunch of comments because it froze already. Let me see. Showed up that came in the building. Hold on. So Tony said elaborate. He said Big C said elaborate, please. Mind you, we are talking about APBT. Okay, yeah. So okay, I like where they're going with this. I like where y'all going with this. Okay, I have seen untrained dogs will bite a person, man, and I wouldn't even call them man biters. I would just say like the person didn't socialize, they didn't raise them or socialize them for the intent of a stranger being able to touch their dog. I feel like any breed. I don't care if I get a golden retriever. If I don't know you, you cannot. I don't want you to be able to touch my dog. Period. Without my permission. I don't care what breed it is. You know, and I would say golden retrievers are bred to be just as friendly as the American Pit Bull Terrier. That's why I brought it out there. You know what I'm saying? Golden retrievers and Labrador retrievers, like we all know that's a very, very well commonly accepted dog in the general public. And if I had one, it would still bite you because I'm gonna teach you to bite you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, like, you know.
You ready?
Yeah. Are you playing the sound too? Is it a sound clip or is it just a visual?
Sound clip.
Okay, y'all. This is yesterday, man. Like my dog was being aggressive, chasing a rabbit, and this is what happened. Go ahead and roll the clip, please, Big A.
I'm gonna have to get the tweezers from the car. Oh man. I'm gonna go right through my shoe. I don't know how to get that out of there. too.
Be careful because it's on his face too.
It is?
Yeah.
Where? Oh, man.
Yeah, 'cause I didn't even see his foot. I saw his face.
Man.
Yeah, man. I keep my aggression. You know what I'm saying? That dog was sitting there, man, like it was nothing going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? That dog was sitting like it was nothing going on, man. You know what I'm saying? And I was stuck on one of those personally.
Yeah.
I personally stepped on those jumping joint. You know
On
what I'm saying?
live.
That's how I knew. That's how I knew it would go through my shoe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But shout out to the temperament testing, man. You know, hey, shout out to that temperament testing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
get
Big
back
boy
down
is a
here
little
with
fluffy.
snakes and these possums and you know, raccoons and all. Come on back down here. We got grass, man. That green stuff they grow out the ground, bro. Yeah. Hey Dre, you ever seen a tree before, man? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
God, no, man.
Yeah, hey, Tuesday, get my boy Stock out of desert, man. It's Mike Dan, top of the morning, man. Top of the morning, big dog.
Hey, damn,
Yeah,
what you
man.
playing? Yeah.
Yeah, that's facts, Wayne. That's facts.
We're going. Yeah. So, it's a time frame that you can look at and you can see the change, you know, and a lot of it, I personally believe started to happen around like the 1930s, going into the Great Depression or whatnot. I think a lot of that was starting to change. That's when you started seeing some miniatures and other stuff like that. I can't remember the name of the breed, but in the medieval times, they used to breed one of the first real, I guess you could say, like companion type toy dogs, and it was really for like royalty, to keep them warm, to sit on their lap, you know what I'm saying, body warmth or whatever. It was just made to be docile and chill. But other than that, man, most of the smaller breeds, especially the terrier breeds, were bred for eradicating and all types of stuff like that, man. They used to have a lot of times in the factories and stuff like that, late 1800s, going into the 1900s. There was no that was, you know, your way of getting rid of the vermin in your area. So they, you know, it was common to have dogs running around handling business, you know, having cats running around handling business. And, you know, as time starts going by, technology starts coming in, they start coming with traps and all types of stuff. Those dogs start losing those, their jobs that they would have, you know, where they were highly needed. Now people, you know, start taking those dogs and start breeding them for comfort, you know, and stuff like that. And a lot of those dogs lost out on that. I mean, look at the Doberman Pinscher. The Doberman Pinscher was literally bred to protect the bill collector. How many bill collectors we see walking around now, knocking on doors in that format? You get, you know, it's not like that. You getting the letter and you probably sitting in front of the court or some more stuff. So it's a little different nowadays, and when those and that's what it was originally bred for. So when you have these type of things and society starts changing, then these laws start changing. You have some people that want to keep these, like, certain things around, but without the traits, and I think that's me personally, I think you should. I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I'm not with it at all. I think if a dog was bred for a specific reason and its traits and characteristics can fit multiple jobs of working, and I think, you know what I'm saying, like for example, the Shepherd, the German Shepherd, it was, you know, a shepherd dog, but it's, you know, it's protection, guarding, and you know, traits like that can be used in other fields. So it can be used in different things, man. But, you know, taking it in, making it a docile type pet, some, you know, just strictly for comfort or whatnot. I think that's, I think it should be a specific breed for that, and not trying to drown these working dogs down into for comfort, I guess you could say, for the public perception, if that makes sense.
Yeah, man. I think another thing is, man, every litter has a pet quality dog in it. And, you know what I'm saying? Or what I would call a cull, right? But so look, man, I don't. You talking about going back generation, man? It takes one breeding to make a bad puppy, bro. In my opinion.
Yeah.
It takes one generation to make a bad puppy. You know what I'm saying? And so, like this, I'm just being real with you, man. So, every breeding should be done with deliberate effort. It should have a purpose behind it, for whatever that purpose is. If it's to maintain the status quo, then it's maintain the status quo. You know what I'm saying? If it's to advance or move in a different direction, it's to move in a different direction. Maybe you had wind, now you want mouth. You know what I'm saying? Everything has a purpose, right? So even to get what you're talking about, like the breeding out the aggression, has purpose behind it, and it requires one good breeding and to another good breed. You know what I'm saying? But three generations later, you have a different dog than what you had when you started, bro. Three generations later.
This is what I'm saying. So let's just say you take a presser, right? And you know what the presser is capable of. You know what the presser was bred for. But then you take that presser, and of course you have dogs that make the cut, dogs that don't, dogs that are used for specific things. But you know the basic standard of what that presser is bred for. Why would you try to take that and try to breed out the aggression to make it a service dog, you know, a therapy dog? When, you know what I'm saying, there are other breeds out there that fit that criteria. You're taking a breed that, you know, is bred to have high drive, have aggression, and certain traits, and you're trying to breed out the standard of it. To me, that's like taking a supercharged V8, taking the motor out and putting a 4-cylinder in there, and then driving it like, you know, just for the, you know what I'm saying, for the cosmetic look.
Okay. We about to argue live right now, y'all.
Oh damn!
We about to argue live right now. The Big A and I, we disagree totally on this subject, but it's good. It's good because it's my brother. We talk like this. Okay. So Big A, I disagrry, and I'm gonna tell you why I disagree. Okay. You know I have that V8 and I drive it at the speed limit, right? So I take that personal. I take it personal, but I will say this though. Okay.
But so, it can go.
Let me finish. Hold that thought. I will finish this in 1 minute or less. I will get my point across in 1 minute or less.
That. All right.
Okay. You said that why would you breed it out? If they want the V6, they can have the V6, right? That's what they can handle. They like the look. The aesthetics of it is pleasing to them. They like the look. Only the look. That's cool for that person. I respect that. They know what they know what they need. They know what they can handle. They know what their wallet can handle. And all they want is the look. For some people, that's all they need is have a big dog in the backyard. If you live in certain communities, that's all you need because everybody there's scary. Everybody's scary. You got the biggest dog. That's all you need, right? Cool. That's them. Then you got people like me who I live amongst I live amongst wolves and I live amongst sheep, and I have to deal with both of them. So I got this V8 in the garage, and I can go out here and run with anybody. I can run with the best of them, or I can follow the speed limit and I can drive around town and do my daily driving. And I can deliver DoorDash in a V8, and that's what it is, right? But I can handle it. I can handle it in either situation. Okay, that's the lane I fall in with these dogs. You got the people who just want the V6, right? They just want the
Right.
V6. That's all they can handle. Then you got people like me. I'm like, I can run with anybody with a V8. We gonna put it down right down the quarter mile. And I guarantee you, we're gonna run the things to the ultimate extreme.
Yeah.
But I can also be chill and take my kids to school. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of. What's up?
I fully agree. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But it's still a V8. No matter how you look at it, you still got that V8 under your hood, man. And the way I'm looking at it from this perspective, why would you go? And this is me, especially now we talking cars and keeping it 100, man. Look, if you go buy a V6 Camaro, if you go buy a V6 Mustang, if you go buy, that's not. We got big cloud in the building, man. Come on, save me, man. But anyway, like I was saying,
Big Cloud, you in here now? We can hear you.
Yes, sir, we can hear you. But check this out, though. Like I'm saying, though, it's not the fact that you want a car or a dog that for the aesthetics of it. It's the fact that that's what that car is. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what that car is. And I feel that people that try to breed out aggression of a dog, it's original. If that was originally what it was bred for, you might get a couple of generations where you have bred it out, but it might pop up somewhere in the line at the wrong time for the wrong person. I think that if you go get a German Shepherd, you should expect to have what a German Shepherd is. They can be from a service dog, protection guard, all of that, but that's what you're gonna get. Don't try to get that and expect to breed it out of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might as well go get Lassie. You might as, whatever it is that fits that criteria. When people try to get a certain breed and make it into something else of what it is, that's when you get the bullies. That's when you get the minis. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel, right? You know what I'm saying?
No, that's real. That's real.
Yeah.
Big Cloud, what's good?
Oh man, salute to you brothers, man. Salute to the panel in the chat. You dig what I'm saying? I got up this morning. You dig what I'm saying? I got up, seen the topic, and I was a little baffled.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, because it seemed like we trying to like reinvent the wheel, right? And in bulldogs, I get it. You dig what I'm talking about? I get it.
Yeah.
The overall idea, but in bulldogs, one. Since breeding, to me, this is just to me. I don't want to put nothing on nobody, but to me, every breeding has a purpose, right? Yeah. And that's so, what would be the purpose of breeding dog aggression out of a dog that was created to be dog aggressive? Yes. And how? Or it would be also my belief or my understanding that if you dealing or taking away dog aggression, you're also taking away prey drive, right? Which I believe prey drive and intelligence deal right with what we call or misnomer game, right? The ability to stand there and take it and still dish it out. That comes with want, and that is directly tied with the idea that I am geared to destroy what's in front of me. So this is my just started to be long-winded, but
good. We discussed this, bro. Good.
Yeah.
What would be the purpose of breeding dog aggression out of a bulldog, and how would you stop that affecting prey drive and gains.
So how I look at it is, I don't look at it as breeding to breed aggression out. I look at it so more from the point of a control standpoint. What control do I have over this? Is it uncontrollable? Is it controllable? You know, and what are the levels of it? And what is the level that I need? You know, thus fit in the program of whatever I got going on. If I needed something to be over the top aggressive, then that's what I would go for. But ultimately, it would be controlled aggression. You know what I'm saying? For me, you know what I'm saying, the way I look at it.
Hey, let me read this comment to y'all real quick, y'all brothers. I want y'all to click on this too. So Viking Dogmanship says he has Jack Russell Terriers. He bred them to have less hunting instinct. I don't need them to chase chickens, rabbits, or anything else. They have solid temperaments, no funny business, Jacqueline Hyde. Now, let me say this. I kind of agree with that, but I want to put my spin on that. So with my dogs, right? I don't care if they are like chomping at the bits to attack another dog. I don't care about that, right? What I do care about is if your dog, you're being irresponsible, your dog jumps on my dog, I wanted to do what I know the American Pit Bull Terrier was bred to do. When I'm being lawful, I don't want my dog being abused or hurt because you're not being responsible. And I know the original use for the American Pit Bull Terrier still has its place. Yeah, it still has its place, and that's why I'm like, okay, cool. You know, I've showed you, and that's why I show videos in my neighborhood where I live at. My kids, when I walk up to the bus stop, there are loose Rottweilers, German Shepherds, Malinois all the time. Animal control is not coming. We don't have. The population here is too big. Right. Nobody's coming to help. Nobody's coming to help you, right? So that's why I'm like, okay, yeah, I want my dog trained. I want to have an all switch, but I still want him to put in work. You know what I'm saying? So for me, rather than breed away from aggression, I'd rather redirect the aggression. That's my personal preference.
Yeah.
My thing is, how do you breed to fight out your dog and expect to keep your dog in the fight?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. That's where I think like the exotic bullies and all that other stuff come in. I think that's where it ends up at the end of the day. You know?
To my understanding, the idea of controlling dog aggression comes with socialization and control over your animal, and that's just really dealing with them daily and getting that kind of that one-on-one understanding. I don't think, or I would think it would be a losing battle. You dig what I'm talking about? Not that it just can't be done. You know what I mean? We can do anything we set our mind to do. Not that it can't be done. And you know what I mean? Just I'm just saying, I think it'd be a losing battle to try to turn nature against itself.
So
you know what I mean?
I got a question for you also. You know what I'm saying? Because like I was saying, it's different levels to the aggression. Different increments, and so on and so forth. And you may have a litter, and you might know, because you know your litter, or you know your dogs, you know the sire and dame, and you know them better than anybody else, and so on and so forth. And you see the pups hit the ground, and you like, okay, with I can tell, you know, especially by the time they hit about 8 weeks, okay, this is a one-person dog. You know what I'm saying? This dog with this, you know, with this temperament and the way that, you know, this dog is behaving, I know for a fact this is a one-person dog. And then you could have another pup, you know, in there and be like, okay, I know this dog probably would fit, you know, junkyard type deal. You know what I'm saying? Let him run and handle whatever's in his area type deal. You know what I mean? It's different in different levels, different aggressions, and you can see it in different dogs for different, you know, different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? So what about that?
With that, I don't necessarily disagree that there's Yeah, okay, for instance, I
Mm-hmm.
had a dog named Queenie, she was only about 30 pounds, and she was
Yeah.
the baddest thing on the yard, or she
Mhm.
felt that way.
Yeah.
But she was
Yeah.
hella animal aggressive, right? Period.
Mhm.
Whatever animal. But I could let her off the chain, and she would sit down in front of a dog just because she was intelligent enough to listen to me. Sit your ass there. You did what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. And she would just sit. She could go off out the yard and be a house dog around the other dogs and not shooting off in the backyard trying to kill everything every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I think that my only problem with breeding out dog, okay, you can breed for temperament in the pit bull. You did what I'm talking about, and you can breed for intelligence. I think they're the same, right?
Okay.
Or they're tied to each other.
Yeah, closely linked. Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? My only worry would be if I'm breeding dog aggression out of my dog is that when it is time, you dig what I'm talking. I would rather have my dog have too much aggression than not enough. I would rather lean on my dog man-ism. You did what I'm talking about, to turn him down than to try to lean on my dog man-ism to try to turn him up. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that I would. And then the only thing that because I know some people who had show dogs, and you did what I'm talking about, and it was all beautiful, and they was, people would think they breeding just for temperament and body and all that, but they go on to breed children that win in the box.
Mm-hmm.
Great dogs around other dogs, even in the show ring and all that stuff. You did what I'm saying? But boy, they look at a boxes and and so how do you breed 200, 300, 400, 1,000 years of whoop ass? You did what I'm talking about out of a dog.
That's what I'm saying. But see, okay, so check this out. That's why I keep referring to the bully breed, because that's what they tried to do or attempt to do, at least in my vision, right?
No, that's exactly what they would do, sir.
Okay,
just get them a little bigger to handle certain stocks, or get them a little something else. They could be cool around people.
Fellas.
So check.
Hold on. I got to interrupt y'all, man. Big C paid $2 tip A just to ask a question. I appreciate y'all going off, and when these brothers is giving super chat, I expect them to get special treatment, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This question is for Cosmo, right? He says, "What about adding human aggression to the American Pit Bull Terrier?"
I think that's impossible, but what I think, if I understand what he's saying, right, is that I think if I'm aggressive, will my dog be aggressive? Yes, that's what you hinting at. But no, I can't give my dog no aggression personally, right? He just gotta have that in him or not. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, if I'm turned up, you dig what I'm talking about? Do I expect my dog to be turned up? Yes. Right? I so if you saying, can my human aggression affect my pup? It better. It better. What you know what I mean? How would else? Okay, for instance, I'm coming out of the store, right? I got my windows down. You dig what I'm talking about? I'm hitting the corner. Some young boys are pressing me, and my dog is not aware. You dig what I'm talking about?
Sure.
I need him to ho, wait a minute, fellas. As soon as I throw my hand up, you dig what I'm talking about? As soon as I throw my hands up, he already on go. I ain't got to say nothing to him. He should feel my fear. I think those are the type of connections that you build with a hound You dig what I'm talking about? And also with that type of connection, if you let's go back in the day. Let's go way back, right? Some reminiscence type stuff, right? Nothing we doing today. We do not condone any animal fighting or harming of animals in whatsoever way. But I've also seen this with my own eyes, that in the box, if you got dejected, like you thought your dog was losing or something, you like, oh man, damn, you know what I mean? I done seen the dog get like that too, because the man get frustrated, the dog get frustrated. Now the man get to hollering, the dog get to hollering. You did what I'm talking about. I've seen it work both ways, and I've also seen it work the other way, positively in where a dog was getting whooped. You did what I'm talking about, getting whooped. You did what by I guess what the owner felt was a lesser dog, and he came in there and told him, man, get your ass up and bite him down. And he got up and bit him down. So, you know what I mean? I think there's something to what he's saying. If I'm peeping what he's saying correctly, I think it could work that way. But as in breeding human aggression in your dog, yeah, that's an impossibility.
All right, y'all.
You're right.
We got another question, man. From a member, Tony said, wouldn't be able to breed less aggressive dogs if they weren't already here. What y'all think of that?
Say wouldn't be able to breed a less aggressive dog if they weren't already here. And see, I think that's subjective too. I don't really know pit bulls that's not. Oh, he was talking about human aggression towards human. Yeah, that's a bad trait. You can definitely breed that. Yeah. I thought you was talking about like. Never mind. I thought he was saying something else.
So
can you breed dogs that are human aggressive? Yes, it's a trait. You know what I mean?
I want to jump in on that one, Kaz, though, because
go ahead.
Check this out. So it's I would say it's one of three ways to get a dog to be human aggressive. The first one is the worst one to me. It was the skittish dogs that bite out of fear. Those ones are pretty bad to me, right? Then the second one is a dog that either has an emotional imbalance, chemical imbalance, or just genetically predisposed to see a human as prey. That's pretty bad too. But those ones, they show it all the time. Like I know what I'm gonna get. This dog bites. He might let one or two people touch and feed him, but he bites. Bullies them, right? The skittish one, that dog might back away from you 7 days a week, and then one day randomly you out there feeding him, and his skittishness comes out, he bites you. That scares me. That indiscriminate biting is scary to me. And the third one, from the training side of things, you can make a dog human aggressive. You can teach it to not trust humans. We see it all the time. People grabbing them, pinching their ribs, shaking them up. You know what I'm saying? There's one thing if you know what I'm saying. If you risen them up a little bit and then you send them on something else, a hog or whatever, right? But if you do that, I'll give you an example. If I got a dog that's not human aggressive at all, and I want to make it human aggressive, this is not for people to go out and do. I'm just telling you what I know to work. If every time somebody comes to my front door, they ring the doorbell, they knock on the door, and I start pinching the dog and pissing him off, right? He growling, all that stuff. Every time somebody comes to that front door, he's gonna get pissed off, whether I'm pinching him or not, because he's gonna start to associate new people mean I get hurt.
Yeah.
New people mean I get hurt. You know, and that's a trained behavior, right? As the dog trainer, I understand how behavior like manipulating it. But like overall, like it's genetically, I don't see them being that way. I see people missing key signs and key markers on that, bro. But I'm gonna pass the mic back to y'all, brothers, because I cut Big A off a while ago. But I want to get to the members in the paid comments, man. I want to get to that real quick. Y'all brothers gonna cook.
Yeah, no, I thought he was saying something else, but yeah, man, you definitely can breed human aggression in a dog. You know what I mean? Like you said, that them skittish dogs into your program. You know, some of them just to get you. You know what I mean? And they usually they have that behind them. You got to remember, a dog, especially a pit bull biting a human is odd. This is what they were bred not to do. Even under, I mean, they got, you know, they in real rough ways. You know what I mean? You still got to pick them up. So, you know what I mean? I can't have you turn around biting me, or turn around getting the ref or the other person in the box, because you're not even worried about the dog. And that's how you lose. That you could lose real quick. You know what I mean? Or even worse, man, get somebody in your family hurt because you got a skittish dog, or you know what I mean? He was good. He was human aggressive, but he was good. You know what I mean? As a worker, that's something each man got to look into his soul. You dig what I'm saying? And ask himself, is this worth this headache that I'm about to get? Because you about to get one. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. He gonna get you, or he gonna get somebody. Why? Because it's in his DNA. He can't stop it. Right? He can't. So this is for all the responsible breeders. Shout out my boy Big C. Yeah, man, we don't breed that bites, that human biting stuff, bro. That's heck no. And I wouldn't care how good he is. Right? He can only do so much. You dig what I'm talking about? And what I will not allow any dog to do, I don't care how good he is wreck my line in the future. Right? Because after that, if I can't handle the dogs and I can't farm them out. You dig what I'm saying? Can't farm them out. They gonna bite somebody. Everybody got kids. You just asking for your line to get shut down. Right? So y'all, we just gotta be responsible. You know what I mean? I think a lot of what you look for in your dog, you put in your dog. Right? And if you treat them that way continually, they can throw things that they've learned to their dogs, to their offspring. Right? Their offspring who just do the same thing. You can tell that, that's an old yellow right there. Look how he. Oh no, that's definitely old yellow because his great granddaddy did that, who I seen. You dig what I'm saying? It's certainly some of that stuff you can, you know, and it come from the way you keep them, how you deal with them. You know what I mean? All that stuff, bro. I think everything comes into play when you're attempting to play God. That's what a breeder is. He's attempting to play God. But what kind of God are you? Are you a God that wants you to sacrifice the son? Or are you the God that says, you know, treat your brother man how you want to be treated? You could be a good God or you could be a false God. It's going to be to your detriment or it's going to be to your advancement either way. Right? And the choice is up to you. Right? I've known people who kept man biters. They ain't got them no more. So, gotta look at that too.
we got one more question, y'all, and I'm gonna take this MKM. But let me say this real quick, because Big C asked a question with another $2 super chat. Tip A. He said, "What are the pros and cons of using an APBT for protection?" I'm gonna just cover that tomorrow. Tomorrow, Big C. That way, I can make sure we get to it in its entirety. Because today was aggression, but the protection thing is a whole other thing, and we'll cover that tomorrow. I don't want to cut that one short. That's a topic I'm passionate about. But I do want to ask y'all about MKM's question, because maybe Big A or Cosman, y'all can fix this for him. He says, "Is there a reason why a dog will not allow a teeth evaluation for any reason? They shake and decline that almost every time."
I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't answer that one.
I've seen it. I just think they don't like things in their mouth, except if they gonna put it there. You know what I mean? I listen. I think they like kids.
Yeah.
You kind of gotta. They just got different personalities. The crazy part is, out the same litter, you got every other dog out that same litter ain't got no problem with you sticking your whole hand in his mouth. Got no problem. But this little nigga, he got a mouth, everything. He just and so I think, you know what I mean? It's just on the individual sometimes. And for instance, I used to one thing that always worried me about a lot of my older dogs, you know, it seemed like they kind of knew they was gonna get into something. You know what I mean? Or when they was about to start working, or just, you know, just getting on track, the jaws would pop. That nervous, you know, that chattering jaw.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know, like they be itching to do something.
I thought it was the inbred thing. You know what I'm saying?
And listen, I'm not going to even say it's not. But what I'm saying is, I noticed that as soon as they was about to, you know, they just be, they can't wait. You dig what I'm talking about? Jaws get to popping. Now, it wouldn't be in all of them, but it was shown in the family.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So I think it may be, you know, just the individual dog. You know what I mean? Because if you got a bunch of dogs like that, that's just a family trait, right? And it come back from what one of them individuals you bred to early, if it's in all your dogs. But if this is just in one or two, you might want to look back, you know what I mean, and see, or, you know, maybe just call somebody, you know, who maybe dealt with some of the versions of your dog that, you know, and say, "Hey, bro, did they, you know what I mean, did they hate like getting their teeth looked at and checked and all that stuff?" And see if that's where it come from. Because even though that may be some good stuff, you may want to go with a different, if you don't like that, you know what I mean, you know, go with a different, let's just say it's buck. You dig what I'm talking about? A different line of buck stuff, good buck stuff though. And you know what I mean? See if that in a breeding takes that out. Well, then, and if it does, you're right. You know what I mean? So we kind of like mad scientists. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mad scientists and just putting it together. You dig what I'm saying? Because in the end of the day, it's really a crapshoot. It's really a crapshoot. This is why I like the OFRN personally, because I believe even though the newer genetics apply more, they're built on older ones, so you pull from them too. So for instance, if your granddaddy is tall, your daddy is usually tall, so are usually you.
Mm-hmm.
But what your granddaddy pulling from? You pulling from that too. Right? So I like to keep the genetics open. You know what I mean? In the old family, that's what it seems like to me. It allows for, even in inbreeding, hybrid vigor. even when inbreeding, because of how they bred back in the day. You know what I mean? That PR blood always tie you back to something old. So when you hit it with something new, you got something good that's old. When you hit it with something new that's good, it should be a mutant. It should be really good. Right? And that's what I, on this second, third go around. You dig what I'm saying? That's what we doing.
Mm-hmm.
Taking this new hype, you know what I mean, to the old tried and true. And so far it's working.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's what's up. Hey, we coming up on the end of the show, man. Y'all know what it is, man.
You going live, man? Big A?
Huh?
You going live this morning?
Yeah. Elevated Kennels. Elevated Perspective at 8:45. 8:45. Man, we got that digital dog show coming up. Big Cloud, where can they find you at, bro?
Oh yeah, hey man, this Cosmon, man. You dig what I'm saying? That's just what they call me, Big Cloud Kicker Ananakwakaiki. That's my Indian name.
Yeah.
It mean cloud kicker. So
okay.
Yeah, this Cosmon Cal, man. Y'all can catch me at Cosmon Cal TV. You know what? Y'all gonna make me make a dog show.
Yes. Hey, holla at Big A. Holla at Big A about that, Cos, because you know what I'm saying. I need to talk to you, man. You get a hold of us in this show, bro. Seriously.
And then if you want to spot up here, you got it, bro.
Yeah, man. I need to chop with brothers, man. And I like that y'all. And for you too, Samurai, man. I'm one thing I can say about you too, brother. First of all, I love that you understand that there's a creator. You dig what I'm talking about? There's something behind all this stuff. You dig what I'm saying? And two, I like how you putting a brand new spin on these hounds. You know what I mean? A different way of looking at it that is not just combat. You dig what I'm saying? So I got to give my salutes and credit out to you too, man. Salute.
Yeah, man. Big ups, man. Big ups, man. Hey, we appreciate you coming through, bro. Seriously.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. But yeah, we got that digital dog show coming up this weekend, man. And y'all stay tuned for that. This one is going down. And we got the digital dog of the week coming up, man. After that picture I saw today, you gotta put your best foot forward. That's all I'm gonna say. And what else we got? Hey, when is that digital obedience challenge coming up, Dre?
So honestly, we ain't had nobody sign up. So
I gotta get in that dog show, man. I got some pretty hounds, man. I'm gonna put some of these hounds in the show, man. How we log in? How we send these pics?
It's we got a WhatsApp, man. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat real quick, man. And I'll be dropping to all the shows today as well, so you can get in there because so for the picture contest, I'm gonna drop that one now. That's the dog of the week. We do that every week, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's free to get into. But basically, what you want to do, you want to get the best photo of your dog that you can for that. You know,
right.
So you want to drop the prettiest picture of your dog you can for that. And you want to be a current dog. We're gonna start doing a historic one, but I don't want to have like the dog from 10 years ago competing against dogs from now. If you had it 10 years ago, put it in the historical class, you know, because it's people that got dogs from the 70s that are stunning everything we got today. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, we do that. So I dropped it first, and I thought I dropped it anyway. But I dropped it.
Yeah, I think it'd be dope if we had 1 week out the month where we did old schools. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Throwbacks. Because I want to show my male dog. You know what I'm saying? I want to show my cruise dog.
Yeah, like 1 week out the month we had a throwback. Yeah, that'd be a way to look at, you know, then versus now. You know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And then okay, so Kaz, so I just dropped the dog a week. That's the picture photo contest, photos only. And now I'm about to drop the digital dog show. For the May digital dog show over. We're collecting videos for June. The May, we're gonna release the May one this weekend. So like we'll be judging everything, and then for the members, just y'all know, we said we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it. We're gonna take the dogs, we're gonna do members only content where we rate them, and we like I tell you what I see, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, so Kaz, they said drop the link. If you got a channel or something you wanted to follow, drop the link. CPK got a channel, CPK drop the link so we can go follow you as well, man. You know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Y'all can catch me at I'll drop the link in the chat, but it's Cosmon Cal TV. You dig what I'm talking about? Listen, I don't do a lot of dog talk over on my channel. You dig what I'm talking about? But I'm sure you dig what I'm talking about. If you're a thinking man, a spiritual man, I got something. Or if you like science or just understanding what's going on around you, you dig what I'm talking about? I'm definitely on a different wavelength. You know what I mean? So I'm sure that there's something, you know what I mean, up there that you like. You dig what I'm talking about? I don't think nobody got a big homie out there breaking down data sonification or sonoluminescence or cymatics or the last glacial maximum. I don't think nobody out, your big homie, you know, over there schooling people like that, and then get a dog that'll run up a wall for you.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm a little different, but I'm sure it's something over there you like, and this is why I gotta start my dog show.
Hey, so check this out, man. I'm looking at it now. Just subscribe, man. Also, man, that brother's real close to getting to that threshold. And YouTube got to pay him. Hey, y'all get over there and subscribe. He got the 48 laws of power, and y'all know I quote that Robert Greene stuff all the time, man. So, that, man. Hey, some good stuff over there.
My daughter reading that right now.
Yep, 48 laws of power. Also Art of War.
Yep, history of the Southern Indian. Yep.
The law of reciprocation. It's a bunch of them out there.
Yeah,
a bunch of them out there. Also, go ahead and might as well learn your numbers and your alphabets. You dig what I'm talking about? They call it they call it
what more? Talking about the more sciences.
No, it's not the more science. It's more the God body lessons.
Okay.
The supreme mathematics.
Yeah, 1 is knowledge, 2 is wisdom. Yeah. I got you.
Alphabet. It actually works in a lot of stuff. It don't work in everything, but it works in a lot of stuff.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. That's always a good thing to learn too. You know, for the shorties.
Yeah, man. That's what's up, man. We got to start cooking that a little bit more over here too. So we do have a show that does that. That's Men at Work. It kind of covers that. It goes away from the dogs as well, and it kind of goes into that. You know, so they did an episode 2 weeks ago called basically "Bring You Out of the Matrix" or whatever. And I think a lot of people are starting to catch on to that, man. You know, it's the new thing. Like I like talking about dogs on my show, but I want us to be well-rounded, man. You can't have better dogs without better people, bro. That's my belief. So salute to all the brothers doing more than just dogs.
Yeah.
Man, that's kind of deep. Did you just say you can't have better dogs without being better people?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Wow. That's so profound.
For sure, man.
Man, that made a whole bunch of sense.
Yeah, the other one I got, the only other one I got like that, Kaz, is God gave us the gift and it's his name backwards.
Hey, that's why he's man's best friend.
Yeah.
Why? Because he is the only animal in the world who is empathetic to man. Every other one will kill you purposefully or on accident.
Yeah. Let me, my brothers. Let me get us out of here. I'm actually over. I got to get ready for work. I got to go unlock the building because I got a person that's on mandatory study, so they got to come in early, and I got to be in early to watch them. But let me give y'all this prayer, man, my brothers. Big, if you will stop the music, we're gonna get y'all out of here. The next live is I think in what 20 minutes. The next live.
Yeah. 45, 8:45 Central.
Okay. I don't know what I'm on West Coast time. It's 6:04 here where I'm at. But y'all know how we do, man. We end the show with a prayer. We're gonna end it with a prayer. If you don't pray, that's cool. I'm not forcing my religion on you, but I'm sharing it with you. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna end it with a Neo Dog Man chant. I stay for the love of the dogs. Y'all stay for the love of the game. And then we get up out of here. I'll play some music at the end. Y'all can dance to it. You know what I'm saying? You can shake to it. And once it's done, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the heck out of here. All right. All right. Yeah, man. Shout out to NC 904. That's the time, not the thing. Okay. But please bow your head with me. May the Lord watch between you and me while we are absent, one from another. Amen.
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 All right, y'all. For the love of them dogs, for the love of the game. Peace.
For the love of the game. Peace.
Yeah. Beat drop slow, head not flow.
Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Started with Boogeyman, ghost in the chain, locked in the game, never move for fame. Old mountain lions run deep in the flame. Sock about the fire, Michonne brought the name. Then came Fat Boy, muscle in the frame. Man, hard, put respect on the name. Shotgun smooth, but the work insane. Sugar sweet jit, but a bite ain't tame. Kiki in the back, had a game in the veins. Gatorade heavy, running straight through the rain. Red Ninja close, watch him work in the lane. Renegade rider can't hold that chain. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sock it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Ain't no luck, just grit and grind. Every dog here put work in time. Lady Rage got that fire in her eyes. Red alert taught us how to recognize signs. Blood heavy like a 2-ton chain. Everything proven, no need to explain. They asked what's in it, that yellow campaign. Built off real, we don't fake no strain. Second was the flame, Michonne lit the wick. If you know, then you know that line too slick. From the field to the show, every move so thick you can't blueprint this. It's the legacy pick. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die.